Hi guys, this is Mia from MIMODESIGN. I have been designing files for so long that I didn't even realize how complicated it can be to open up a simple SVG in the LaserPecker Design Space. When you try open up certain files, you will get this load error. Today I will show you how to make any SVG file work in the LaserPecker Design Studio by modifying them just a little bit in the free Inkscape or Lightburn if you're already used to it. So if you want to learn this, stick around and watch the video. I personally added this little free file to the Craftstone in LaserPecker, so let's start with this because this is a great example of what doesn't work immediately. I packed this file in a zip folder, so I'll of course download it and open it. And once I have it, I will unpack all and let it show me once it is unpacked. So I'll close this window, go to my design space. And as you see, if you want to open a file, you can just drag it to your design space. This one will give me the load file error because it's simply too big. If you don't already have Inkscape or Lightburn, you can go to your web browser, just search out Inkscape, and this is a totally free piece of vector software which you can use to convert, design, and save your designs in other formats. So this is Inkscape and how it will look like once it's open. So what you want to do is to open the file in here, and again you can just drag directly from your folder. This will pop up. I always just hit OK. And here's my file. So it's a little harder to see in Inkscape than it is in Lightburn. I think you can change the view style somehow. But once you have your design, you want to ungroup it. I am unfortunately Danish, so I didn't know how to change this Danish language, but you go to Objects, and then you can go down here, it will say Group and Ungroup. Hit Ungroup, you could use Shift, Control and T as well, and now it just ungroups. I always include a little text with my designs or instructions or something else. You can go ahead and delete those by just hitting the delete button on your keyboard. Also, you know that this is a cut file, so I'll just delete this as well. Now that I have everything ungrouped, I will start by grouping everything together again. So just drag your mouse over everything that's ungrouped and group them. And I am using the hotkeys Control G, but you could go to Objects up here and use Group. Once they are grouped, you go to Files and Save As. Now that you have Save As, you can choose the file type down here. So you have an Inkscape SVG. This is a regular SVG, and you have a ton of other formats. I will just save it as a regular SVG, and I'll hit Save. And it should be saved in my download folder. It is. This is called Drawing Free. So I'll go back to my design space and I will drag this new file in. And now it asks me if I want to resize it. I don't want to resize it, so I'll just hit no, display as original, and here's my file. I'll quickly just delete this and I'll show you how to work with it in the design space. But first I wanted to show you, if you're using Lightburn, how you would do it in there. So you open up your Lightburn, and again you can, I don't want to update right now, you can go in and drag your files. So I'll just drag the SVG in here. And I honestly like using Lightburn better than Inkscape. But Inkscape is free, so if you don't have Lightburn, it's okay. Drag your mouse over everything you want to have deleted. And again, I will just group the parts together. And again, I'm using Control and G on my keyboard. In Lightburn, you could go to, let's see, I don't even remember where it is. I use hotkeys too much, but you will find group up here. So you can find group, ungroup under arrange. Once you have your file as is, you go to files and you choose export. Once you have export, I'll just save this to my download folder as well. You can go in and add a name, snowflake ornaments, and hit save. And you have the possibility to save as a SVG or DXF directly from Lightburn. But now again, let's go back to Design Space and to my download folder. And I have snowflake ornaments here. I want to display it at original size, and there's my file. So you can use both Inkscape or Lightburn to adjust your SVG so it will work for the design space. The reason that some SVGs doesn't import, I think, is because they are too big for the software, depending what file that you are trying to put in. But once you have your file here, you go up and hit ungroup, because right now this is just one picture and I want to be able to cut these separately. So I will click ungroup, and as you can see over here, it just made a ton of layouts. So now everything is ungrouped. So in here I will again have to group, and you can click group and ungroup up here, but in Design Space, Control G works as well. If you, for some reason, I'll just do it on this next one. If you, for some reason, mark two designs, you'll see that both will be marked. To get rid of this marking, you just hold down Control and click it with your mouse. And then you can go in and group this. So now I have 6 groups, and this is actually fine for the LP. I'll just connect my device and I'll show you why. I just turned on my LP5, so hopefully I can connect it over Wi-Fi. I can. Let's see. So now I have my workspace on the LP5 here. And I do want to be able to cut all of these files separately. So now that I have grouped all of them, I'm actually going to align everything center. Now you'll see that all 6 is in my laser. I can even go in and align center in my laser as well, which might make it easier. I obviously don't want to cut all 6 at once. So what you can do is toggle off this eye on all the groups. And here's one request for LaserPecker in case you're watching. I would love to be able to rename these groups, because that way I could name group 1, which is this one. I could rename that to bagger. If I toggle off this one I could rename to middle engraved. I could rename this to middle weld. This one would probably be basic. This one would be bottom engraved. And yeah, this one would be as well. If there's any of these designs that you don't want, you can just go in and delete them. So now I only have 5 designs instead of 6. Once you have the design that you want to cut, let's say that this is the one I want, you just go in as usual and you set your parameters. So I will click this one. And for wood, I usually use 69. I don't know if you can see it for my face, but I use 69 in power and 90% depth. I did include those settings in Craft Zone, where you can also find these snowflake files for absolutely free. But I really hope this video helped you out to understand how you can import any SVG file into Design Space. If it did, please give this video a like. Please write a comment if you don't know what to write. Just add a heart or something like that to boost my algorithms, and please subscribe to my channel for more LaserPecker tutorials. I will have a lot more coming up. I just recently became affiliated with LaserPecker, so in case you are looking for a LaserPecker, I also have some discount codes linked below and a link in case you want it. I have been an owner of LaserPeckers since they came out with the LP2. I used it to engrave 400 wine glasses, and for the profit I bought a LP4, and now LaserPecker asked me to test and review the LP5. So if you have anything that you would like me to show or share or teach, also please drop a comment. And I really look forward to seeing you again.